Good morning, champions. Coach Tina here. It is day 3 of our wonderful Reflect and Grow end of the year event. And this is the final day. Even if you have missed day 1 and day 2, you can catch them in the community. But be here today because we are going to cover some amazing material that is really going to support you and this next year. So let me go ahead and get us situated and into the right place for the room. And let's see, why is it not popping up for me? All right, there we go. Let me post that onto the featured and we are ready to begin. So if you are joining the Reflect and Grow today live, go ahead and put hashtag live in the comments. If you are catching this on the replay, which I know so many of you have done, go ahead and put hashtag replay. Love knowing that you are here, that you are watching, and that you are filling your heart with this good information. Because one of the things that we know is that most of us are looking for more in 2024. And your more and my more might be completely different, but I know we get each other because we're looking for something beyond what we currently have. And that can be a good place because it inspires us to push ourselves to that next level. And that is what I'm hoping for you guys, that you feel that you can move forward, that this month is not a blur, but this month is intentional, set up so that you can have the most success possible. Now, when we talk about what this coming year is going to be like, we used a formula and we said, what do we want? What do we really, if we look at our life as a whole, what is that big vision? And we looked at our dreams and we broke those down into goals. And then we identified the gap. Yesterday, we talked about the wheel and about how if we were to map out all of the 7 F's, the key areas of life, and kind of decide on a scale from 0 to 10 where we were in each of those areas in our life. Most likely we wouldn't be perfect 10s because I'm guessing people with perfect 10s aren't on my calls. And so you would probably have an area where you were lower than a 10. And as you started to look at the wheel as a whole, you would start to recognize that some areas you were strong in and some areas you were weaker in. And what we want to do is we want to pump up that wheel to get it to where it rolls easily, right? That would be the ideal part of life, is to have that wheel that rolls and not having those bumps and the getting stuck all the time. And then as we round out our wheel, then we want to get it larger and larger because it's easier to move larger wheels. Okay. And so that is what we are doing. And we identified this gap, but then, and I put the hole in there, what's missing? What's missing after you know what you want and you've broken it down, you've identified where you are, you've been truthful and honest. It's how. How do you get there? What do you do? And so this year, what you really want to think about is how are you going to turn this year into what you envision? Because we can dream. I'm a great dreamer. But what do I do to put that plan in action? And so if you have any ideas, go ahead and put them in the chat. What you think is what's going to turn this year into everything you want. Is it that new program you're going to buy? Is it time spent with special people? Is it getting real about where you are so that you can make those changes? Is it dedication and being consistent about what it is you want to do next? One of the things I would really recommend that you do, and I didn't put a bullet for this, so we're going to have to just get out your notepad and write this, is to pick one goal that's part of that 7 that you selected yesterday. So yesterday we did 3 for each of the 7 F's. And so it gives you a 21 goals selection. So imagine you're at the buffet and you have all of those goals written down. And you can just kind of go through and you can decide which ones are you going to focus on first this year. And you can do all 21, but what you're going to say is you're going to commit to those 7 and working those 7. And that's going to move you. You're going to pick the ones that are going to move you the farthest, right? That way, if you don't get everything done, you still have moved quite a ways down the lane. And so what I would recommend is in this month of December, the pre-work for the coming year, you're going to have a lot of influences. You're going to have a lot of distractions. There's going to be a lot going on. But you can pick one goal and you can do something with that goal in this month that is going to prime you, is going to set you up for success. And I would recommend you just pick that one, and that you pick a habit to work on this month that is going to make it better for you to complete your goal. Does that make sense? A habit is anything that you can do on a regular basis. And I would pick a daily habit. Maybe it's drinking more water. Maybe it's moving 10 minutes a day. It doesn't have to be huge. It has to be something that you are fully committing to and agreeing that this is going to be something that makes you move into the next place. And I love it. Again, I can't see who's who on the Facebook, but right now, discipline. Yes. By selecting that habit, you will be increasing, strengthening your discipline, and you will get inspired. You will get motivated by your own success. And so much of the momentum or the desire to keep moving and making those goals is you believing in yourself, you getting jazzed about what's possible, you recognizing that you are putting the work and the effort into place. And from that place, you're going to have really good results. Tony says the how comes later. You got to get really in touch with why, and you have to trust the process. You have to believe. And so we are going to do, the question was, how are you going to turn this year into what you envision? And we are going to do a wonder exercise. And I hope that you'll play along and enjoy this. It's a visualization that I think will be very supportive and helpful to you as you move forward with this year, the rest of this year, and into next year. So what we're going to do is I want you to, first of all, settle in. And if it's easiest for you to do the envisioning with your eyes closed, which for most of us it is, go ahead and just kind of get comfortable. And let's take a big, deep breath in and then release. And it's best if you have both feet on the ground. Kind of put your hands on your lap and just breathe that air in. Imagine it's coming in from the bottoms of your feet and just working its way up through your body, out through the top of your head, and then breathe out and just push that air all the way through your body and out to the bottom of your feet again. We'll do that a couple of times, and I want you to maybe even put your hand on your heart and just get centered. Just think about, how we stacked all those beautiful memories of Christmases past. All those memories of what you're going to do in the future. And just get yourself in that really good heart space. And then what I want you to do is I want you to put your left hand out, your non-dominant hand, most likely. And I want you to see your life as it is right now. Imagine it kind of like a globe, a winter globe scene. Okay, this is your life now. And then in your right hand or your other hand, I want you to imagine the life that you've been dreaming about. When everything works, when everything is exactly the way that you've been writing about, that you've been envisioning. And I want you to see it almost in Technicolor. You've got this beautiful ball and all the things, and I want you to imagine all the details. See yourself in this future version of you and see all the people that are around you and notice your glow. Notice the energy that's emanating out of you, the emotions that you're having in this beautiful state with everything perfect. And I want you to kind of let that mushroom and grow and just see all the parts of it, all the nuances. Try to add more color into it. What sounds will amplify that? Is it a song that's playing and you're just jazzing on that? Is there a smell? I know that sounds crazy, but what does the smell of success, what is that like for you? So grab that in your dominant hand and see that picture larger than life. Everything is just amazing. And then, so you have the smaller version of where you are now, kind of in black and white. And then you've got this beautiful vision of your life in a bigger form. And I want you to see it in the bigger form, bold, beautiful, crisp, and then switch it out for that little tiny, what you have now, which isn't bad, but it's not as beautiful as the great big one that's just right there in your face and lovely. And so you have these two versions of yourself. And I want you to very quickly follow me. You've got the two versions, and I want you to smash them together. Smash them together. And as you do so, and you feel that energy, just mix them up like you had two pieces of clay and you were bringing them together. And then I want you to let them grow in your hand and just imagine that they're morphing into one beautiful scene. And as you bring it bigger and bigger and bigger, all the parts of now and the parts of in the future are meshing together, and they are growing. And all of a sudden, you are the one inside of this snow globe. You are in a winter wonderland. And as you look around, you're just seeing everything in its full out beauty, the beauty of what is to come. And you see all of the people that you are going to have in your life. Maybe you don't even know all of these people, but you are bringing them into your space. They are in your beautiful winter globe. You're seeing the sights, you're hearing the sounds, you're feeling this beautiful love just emanating out of you for the life that you get to have. And in your hand, you're holding a bottle, like a celebration bottle. And in it, you can read the ingredients. It has all of the emotions that you get to experience in this new life. You can just read it like a laundry list, all the things you get. And I want you to get more and more excited as you read. You're like, yes, I get this. I get joy. I get love. I get presents from all my people. I get and presents with not like unwrapping them, right? I get gifts. I get a full spirit. Just read and enjoy everything you see on that list. And then I want you to start wiggling the lid off of that bottle. And just like a bottle of champagne, it is going to pop open, and everywhere you are going to have this beautiful, sparkly, glittery snowflakes in your beautiful winter wonderland snow globe. And so I want you to imagine your theme song for the year playing, whatever that is that comes up is your theme song now. And I want you to see the beautiful glittery, and everything is just alive. It's moving and swirling all around you. Nothing bad can happen in your winter wonderland. Your wonderland. The wonderland of all that is possible. The answer to how you get what you want is in this place of wonderment, of appreciating all that you have already and all that's coming to you without any pretense, without any worries, without any stress or overwhelm. This is just you at your highest. And in that space, the answers will come to you. The things you need to do, the things that are important will come to the surface. You don't need to worry about how. You just need to trust the process. And as those beautiful, glittery swirls envelop you, okay, allow them to change you from the cellular level. Allow them to become a part of you. Allow the wonder of your world to fill you up, knowing that you are invincible. You can do so much. All of those things that you want, all of those hopes and dreams, because you have thought them, they are available to you. There is nothing holding you back from what you want but you. And that gets to stop the moment that you step into your wonder ball. And you can do that anytime you need a boost of energy. Just know that you can take your two hands where you are and what you want, smash them together, and be instantly allowing yourself into a place of, I've got this. I hope that is delicious for you. And as the snow starts to settle, Yes, we probably need to step out of our wonder ball, but you don't have to. You could live in your wonder ball. Whenever you feel the need to have stress relieved, just bring those two thoughts together. Give yourself that moment of, I've got this. Take that big, deep breath in. I hope that this has been a wonderful end of the year experience for you. One of the things that I have used that's really helped me to be living my life to the fullest is that ULA lifestyle framework where we use the 7 F's. And as you were introduced to a little bit of it, a taste of it this last 3 days, I hope that you'll see the benefit of it and know that that's one of the tools that we can use to move forward and to focus on the life and what's important for us. In January, we are going to be focusing on the 7F framework. Every day, the first 7 days of January, I will be doing a spot, a live on how you take each of the F's and incorporate that into your life in a balanced format. And so hopefully you'll want to join us for that. All you need to put is 7F into the comments and I'll get you added to that list. And then one other thing that we will be having, it's interesting, I didn't put the dates on here. So at the end of the year, so this is the end of the year event, we are going to have a release and receive retreat on the end of the last Friday and the last Saturday of this year. So in the evening, we're going to release everything through a little ceremony, and then we're going to wake up in the morning and we're going to receive everything for the new year. And so I would love to have you be a part of that. And if you are interested, all you need to do is put in end of the year and you will receive that information. So excited for you guys. I hope that you will list any insights you had from the community, from this 3 days of events. I see Margaret is on and she's live and she's saying that it was a wonderful experience. There, I clicked on it and yes, then it didn't show up. So Margaret, thank you for being here today. Thank you to everybody. Margaret heard a song called First Light by her favorite singer. And so it's so much fun to do this with you guys. And I am looking forward to where we're going to take this. I know that 2024 is going to be so much more for not just for me, but for each of you as we move into this new season, this new time period where we get to focus on what is really important to us and we make it happen. That's where the excitement's going to come in. So I wish you guys the best rest of this week, the best December. We are still setting our goals for the month. We are still meeting and having our office hours and our third week check-in and our end of the month celebration of all that we have put together. So don't let things just kind of happen to you this season. Allow yourself to push into what's important and to have that life that you want to be living. So I hope you've had a fantastic event, and I will talk to you guys real soon. Take care.